love to see a full room, and thank you all for being here tonight. Every night, every commission meeting, not every night, because we're not here every night, we start our meetings with a prayer and a pledge, and tonight it's my turn, but since my pastor's here tonight, I'm going to defer to him, and I'm going to ask Pastor Young if he would go to the podium tonight, and if you'd like to join us, I would ask that you would stand at this time as we go to prayer. And thank you, Pastor Young.
You're welcome.
Let us pray. Eternal God, we thank you, Lord, today for life, health, and a reasonable portion of strength. We thank you for this city, and we thank you for its government. I pray, God, that you will allow this meeting to be a successful one, and those who are being honored tonight, we pray bountiful blessings upon their businesses, and we thank you, Lord, for each and every one of the commissioners tonight, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. The pledge is with I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, if you would, call the roll, please.
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Stevenson.
Here.
Commissioner Cochran.
Here.
Bojo.
Here.
Beeman.
Here.
Dawes.
Here.
Quick.
Here.
Askew.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
McDaniel.
Here.
Thank you. The approval of the minutes, we've all had a chance to look at the minutes, and they had no corrections or additions, and they will stand approved as common consent. And we'll move right along into our thing. We have a proclamation, Officer of the Year, and I'm going to call on Commissioner Askew.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Could I get the chief and Officer Casmar to come forward, please? And I think they do this on purpose, knowing that I'm getting on up in age. They give me the one with the smallest print possible. so if
You want my read?
no, I'm good. I think I can handle this. It might take a little bit because they did it small because there's a lot of words. The City of Rome, Georgia Proclamation. Whereas PFC Scott Casmar has been an officer with the Rome City Police Department since February 29th, 2016. You only get an anniversary once every 4 years, right? Whereas PFC Scott Casmar has served the citizens of Rome and Floyd County and the enforcement profession with integrity, dedication, providing care, compassion, and protection to the visitors and citizens of our community. And whereas on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, PFC Scott Casmar was dispatched to 206 Long Meadow Drive for a welfare check on an elderly male. Upon arrival, PFC Casmar, being able to build rapport, discovered Mr. Dunn Cecil had no food and had not eaten in 3 to 4 days. The gentleman also had recently lost his eyesight and had no family or a caregiver. Whereas PFC Casmar learned that Mr. Cecil was a decorated Vietnam veteran who flew fighter jets in the Vietnam War. Due to the condition of the residents and the known delayed response time of Adult Protective Services, PFC Casmar identified the most immediate needs of Mr. Cecil and responded accordingly. Utilizing his personal funds, PFC Casmar brought groceries and set up Future Meals with Meals on Wheels program. PFC Casmar also helped to schedule assistance through a local assisted living provider. Though Mr. Cecil was adamant with the 911 dispatcher that he did not want EMS, only an officer to call a number for him. Since he did not have food and was visually impaired, PFC Casmar enlisted the assistance of William Chanel, a captain with Floyd EMS, to evaluate and treat Mr. Cecil's immediate medical needs. Whereas PFC Scott Casmar, with the support and approval of his supervisor, spent 3 hours with Mr. Cecil ensuring Mr. Cecil's immediate care needs were met before leaving the residence. Whereas for PFC Casmar, humanitarian caring, compassion, and display of a true servant's heart for his fellow man, PFC Casmar was selected to be the Rome Police Department's Officer of the Month for February 2021 and has been selected as the Rome Police Department's Officer of the Year for 2021. Now therefore be it resolved that our Mayor Sunday Stevenson of the City of Rome, along with the Rome City Commission, would like to recognize and commend PFC Scott Casmar for his selflessness, compassion, and continued dedication to the citizens of Rome and Floyd County, given our Mayor's hand and seal on the 28th day of February in the year of our Lord, 2022. Or you can go to the stage, to the podium right there. Right before you go, sir.
Madam Chairman and fellow commissioners, I'd just like to take this opportunity to introduce PFC Scott Casmar. Prior to him joining the Rome Police Department, he served in our armed forces in the Army from 2004 to 2014 and left as a staff sergeant. He began his law enforcement career with Reinhardt College, but he came to Rome February 29, 2016. PFC Casmar has started as a patrol officer, a bicycle officer. He's on SWAT. He's an EMT. He's a use of force instructor. He's a DT instructor. He was placed on the homeless task force, and he was a member of our crime suppression unit. PFC Casmar is one of our exceptional officers. He received the Life Saving Award in 2018, Officer of the Month 4 times in 2019, a Life Saving Award in 2019, and he was chosen as Officer of the Year in 2019. And then Officer of the Month in 2020. So you can see he is a remarkable officer. My pledge is always to hire the best of the best and also to have someone that has a servant's heart. And he has done that as a humanitarian with his passion and his concern for the citizens of Rome and Floyd County. Here with him today, he has his wife, Nora, and they are expecting their first child. His father-in-law and mother-in-law, Judy and Randy Cook. Thank you very much for all that you do for us in public safety, and we can't do it without hiring special people like PFC Casmar. Thank you.
Officer Cashmere, would you like to say anything? Okay, thank you. All right, thank you all. We thank you for your service. Okay, moving right along, we'll go to our Black History Month presentation, and I will call on Commissioner Beeman.
Good evening. Good evening. Why do y'all look so sad? This is a happy occasion. So in honor of Black History Month, we wanted to highlight trailblazers in 3 categories: education, small business, and athletics. All roads lead to this fabulous room. Behind me sit a bunch of individuals who care truly about this city. Not only do they care about the city, but they care about the citizens of the city. I can stand here tonight and tell you that I am honored to serve with each and every one of you, because I take something from every last one of you of value, and I thank you. But not only do we thank you, tonight we want to recognize each and every one of you. So we're going to start with education. Mr. Byers, would you please come up here and join me? You are trailblazers in education because you went beyond the call of duty. Some of you served. We wanted to highlight the ones who served 15 years or more. 15 years or more in education. We combined 2 schools, East Rome and West Rome, and all roads led to what? Rome. We are Rome. We are united. And our educators who have served with us 15 plus years, not only educators, we have faculty, staff, and our Board of Education. We got this diva in this room, and I don't even know if y'all know her, who have served with us so many years and who have provided and just led this phenomenal group of trailblazers. And I asked myself, what is the term trail? When you hear trailblazers, what does that mean to you? Well, let me help you out. A trailblazer. A trailblazer is somebody who's willing to take risk and go in a path that isn't there. They blaze a trail and leave a path for others. Success requires curiosity, hope, passion, courage, independence, self-confidence, and preservation. You've got it in you. It's you. It's who you are deep down inside. Let the beast out and go make your mark in the world. And you did. To our educators, as you look behind me, you see the list. Dennis Dillard, 46 years. Sylvia Shields, 34 years. Frida Hanna, 33 years. Carlene Turner, 33 years. Ingrid Dowd, 30 years. Cynthia Morgan, 30 years. Rufus Dowdy Jr., 29 years. Lisa Johnson, 29 years. Pamela Williams, 29 years. Clarence Ray, 27 years. Aquila Askew, 26 years. Jennifer Perkins, 26 years. Shannon Roper, 25 years. Sharon Sublett, 25 years. Katasha McDaniel, 24 years. Portia Jones, 22 years. Carletha Lawrence, 22 years. Kenneth Brown, 21 years. Janice Buchanan, 21 years. Faith Collins, 20 years. Gail Veal, 19 years. Rosa Brown, 18 years. Gary Jones, 18 years. Gloria Bradfield, 17 years. Anitra Caldwell, 17 years. Tamikia Campbell, 17 years. Alicia Giles, 17 years. Jerome Parks, 17 years. Curleen Robinson, 17 years. Melanie Burse, 16 years. Taran Willis, 16 years. John Jester, 15 years. Clara Kidd, 15 years. Sharice Mann, 15 years. Nicole Millsap, 15 years. And Carolyn Threadgill, 15 years. Mr. Byers, on behalf of the Rome City Commission, the City of Rome Certificate of Recognition 2022 Black History Month program awarded to all these trailblazers in education. This honor celebrates you for your outstanding achievements and positive impact made in our community. We celebrate and honor your extraordinary contributions and recognize you for your dedicated service to the field of education in the City of Rome. Dedicated to the field of education, signed by our Madam Mayor, Ms. Sunday Stevenson, on this 28th day of February 2022. Trailblazers, we salute you in education and we thank you. any of the educators who are here tonight, would you please come join us here? If I just called your name, would you please come and join us?
Closer to each other, you know. We understand it's COVID and all that.
Some of it, yeah, some come up front, make two rows if you can, or just sort of fill in the blanks. Ladies, come on, yeah, come on. These last two, can y'all come to the front too? Yeah, just, there you go. Just sort of, we just want to see everybody's face. Lou, half a step that way. There you go.
Good job, Doug.
So we're getting ready to combine these not least trailblazers, and this is in the business of small business and athletics. And we have some very first. So I'm going to ask the trailblazers in business, and as I call their name, and you saw their pictures and on the easels outside, it shares their fame. Ms. Sherika Bailey, would you please join me? Mr. Ricky Beeman, would you please join me? LaShawn Berry, Ron Brand, Israel Christopher, Marcus Dixon, and I'm asking his parents to join us on behalf of Marcus Dixon, James Hall Jr., Watanya Hayward, Dr. Eric Holland, Mr. Larry Kennebrew, Brandy Moses, Mr. Charles Smith, Mr. Rodney Waters, and Miss Natalie Woods. And I'm saving this very special one for last. As you see these trailblazers stand here before us tonight, these are business people who have been in business for 15 plus years. Not only have they opened a business through the pandemic, they maintain their business, and everybody up here gives back to the community. I don't even have to tell you how they begin to give back, but I can't leave one out. They reach our children. They help with proms when they don't have financial monies. They help with backpacks, school supplies, and not only that, they support the school system. These individuals right here are the trailblazers in our community. Not only do they grow, but they always reach one, save one. If you go down the list, there's not one person standing here before you has not reached one or saved one. We've got Mr. Kennebrew who gives back, and he not only did he play in the NFL, but he comes back and he coaches the teams. You got Mr. Hall who takes care of not only the Boys and Girls Club, and he runs his business, but he cares. You got Miss Beatty who gives back, who takes care of the kids in the barbershop, and then she also goes and starts another business, added another business to her business. Dr. Holland, when we merged one school and called it the Great Rome, he's the very first African-American principal to hold that title. DJ D-Lo, as we know him. Not only does he support our school systems, and now he's in the campaign business. He gives back every time he can. If you go on his website, he says, if you would like me to come in and do a contribution, I got you. Ricky Beeman. Not only does he run his business, but he also has an open gym where he gives back, where all the colleges can come and play basketball in the recreation facility at Thankful Baptist Church, and he's there 10, 11 o'clock at night, and he gives unselfishly there. Ms. Sherika Bailey, she takes care of all the young ladies who want to come back and run a business in cosmetology. She opens her doors. She reads the bookmobile. She does everything she can to make sure that she keeps the city united. LaShawn Berry never turns her back on anybody and says no. Always has a caring heart and always on the go. LaShawn Berry, you're a trailblazer we truly appreciate. Mr. Ron Brand, you give, you give so tirelessly to everyone. Mr. Brand started off in the incubator with Georgia Northwestern Technical College and grew his business. Not only did he grow his business, but now he owns his business and has his own building. He gives back to anybody who says, takes care of the football teams. He also sponsors anybody who comes to him and says, I got a cause. He says, I'm the solution. Thank you, Mr. Brand. Marcus Dixon's parents are right here with us tonight. Thank y'all. Mr. Dixon couldn't be with us tonight because, you know, he's our Super Bowl champion. Yes, yes. And he just promoted to defensive lineman at Broncos, the head coach. Yeah, head coach for the Broncos. So yes, another NFL. He will be back this summer working with Mr. Charles Smith, providing a camp for our kids. And he's coming back to the Housing Authority to be able to talk to all the children there in public housing to tell them to not give up on the cause and always live your dream. Mr. Charles Smith brought us more middle school grand champions than anybody I know. Mr. Georgia played in, got him, how many rings do you have, Mr. Smith? So many champions, but he gives back times. He takes distinguished gentlemen on trips, and he just never says no to the cause, and he represents Rome City to the finest. And he's so active in our community. Miss Brandy Moses, the baddest woman I know in the community. Pop-up shops, everything that she can do to make sure that she keeps this city going. Any girl that says that they want to go to the prom, or anybody that says I have an obstacle, because Miss Brandy Moses has overcome so many obstacles, she gives back tirelessly. Miss Natalie. Thank you, Miss Natalie, because she has a shop. She has a business on Maple Street, and she also has one in Garden Lakes. But Miss Natalie gives scholarships to minority individuals constantly over and over again, and can't not say no. Mr. Vizio, Mr. Rodney Waters, thank you so much for all the contributions you give to the kids who need backpacks, who need their hair done, and all the monies that you give to say thank you to, all the monies that you give to the individual and all the communities, we truly appreciate you. So tonight, on behalf of the city commissioners, this proclamation is given to each and every one of you. Whereas, during Black History Month, we celebrate the many achievements and contributions made by the 2022 Trailblazers to our social, economic, cultural, and educational development. And whereas a trailblazer in our community, you play a vital role in the lives of the citizens of Rome and Floyd County, and your contributions have enhanced the prosperity and greatness of our community today. Whereas Black History Month is a time to celebrate the legacy of people who have strengthened our society by urging reforms, overcoming obstacles, and breaking down barriers, reflecting a proud legacy of courage and dedication. And whereas by promoting diversity, understanding, and opportunity, we will strengthen our city and continue our efforts to build a society where every person of every race can realize the promise of America. Whereas a 2022 trailblazer, you have worked each day to shape our community's future and are committed to giving back by helping the next generation realize their dreams and continue to make a positive difference in the lives of today. Now, therefore, I, Sunday Stevenson, Mayor, on behalf of the Rome City Commission, do here celebrate and honor your achievements and recognize you as a 2022 Black History Month Trailblazer for our extraordinary contributions to the community. Given by hand and this sealed on the 28th day of February in the year of the Lord, 2002. Trailblazers, thank you, and we salute you.
All right, Charles. I need you and Larry to be my pulling guards and pull everybody together here. Let's make 2 rows again and see if we can get the taller ones in the back. Dr. Holland, I guess that means you in the front. Okay, we want to make sure we see everybody's face. Good. Ricky, half a step that way. There you go. There you go. Everybody's looking right this way.
I know the mayor is about to probably give you guys an opportunity to get out of here, but let's take this moment.
And last but not least, there is one person in this room who has made a historical mark, and an extraordinary historical mark. And I'm going to ask our mayor, Madam Mayor, Ms. Sunday Stevenson, to please join us. As she comes, I want to share that trailblazing means everything in this city. There are little girls out there that look at you that says, I want to be just like you. There are little girls out there that you're giving hope to. There are citizens out there in the community that says they keep striving for everything that they do because they believe, because I believe in you and you believe in yourself. And thank you for sharing that gift. I went to new commissioners training this past weekend, and they told us that there is something on every last one of your commissioners that holds inside of them that will bring out the best in you. So, Madam Mayor, I hope and I pray that every day that I strive to be just like you, a fearless woman who strives for the best of everything, and who loves everybody, and who does everything for this community from her whole heart. So, Madam Mayor, we believe in you. We thank you for being a trailblazer in this community, and I thank God that I look just like you.
Before you guys go, I must tell you that I couldn't be more prouder than our freshman commissioner. I started Black History program for the city of Rome a number of years ago. And when I asked her about stepping up to this challenge, lo and behold, when I walked through the doors of these chambers downstairs today, I was actually blown away. I was afraid. I told a friend of mine to call and asked her, do you need anything from me, etc. And I backed off from that at the last minute. I called her. But I wanted to be surprised, and I was not only surprised, I was blown away by the program. Let's give her a hand, please. Jamie, that's telling me and you a little something to get out of the way, I guess. Anyway, I got one other tidbit I need to tell you about. As chairman of community development, the city has made a significant move. And our former mayor, McDaniel, has not only, he even took that a step further, the move that we just made, as far as we got another incubator. You see this man that's flanked me to my right here, Mr. McDaniel. He was the first originator of what they call a incubator system. That incubator system, Mr. Brand, if you would stand again. This gentleman here is a product of that. He went through this incubator system that this gentleman here put together for young businesses that was coming up, to give us not only hope, but a hand to try to help lead us through as to what will help make us all successful if you make a part of it. Well, thank you, Mr. Brad. This city has made another significant step. As I said before, I'm chairman of community development, and under that community development, and with the help of Mr. Quick, the Rome City downtown development, and through the leadership of our manager, Mr. Sammy, I'm going to ask him to tell you what that entails. But what I want to tell you more than anything is, I told you that this former Mayor McDaniel took that for an even bigger step. He is asked and made a part of the minutes to make absolutely certain that the target is African Americans come in to be more of a part of the system. Is that right? And so we're making a focus on helping new businesses get off the ground, etc. I'm gonna give this over to Mr. Manager. He's gonna tell you how it's working, what you need to do to get involved with that. You guys, I don't know if I ever seen many black folks in this chamber, but I can tell you one thing, and I'm including you guys too, Miss Dixon, y'all. But anyway, I'm saying to you is that you guys look beautiful, and thank you for all that you've done. You have made Commissioner Collins, soul schools like Commissioner Dawes, and also Commissioner Bonnie life so much enjoyable and better by having you guys' prayers and everything that go along with that to help us keep moving this city forward. Thank you. And Mr. Superintendent, I can't finish up without telling you, and I know you retired, but you have done an absolutely fantastic job at Rome City. Let's give him a hand.
Sure. Just Commissioner Collins, thanks for mentioning the new incubator accelerator. So we have, as a city, we've purchased 110 Broad Street, and so it's about 10,000 square foot of space down there. And at this point, what we have is a really awesome concept that we know is going to transform Rome. And so stay tuned. Stay tuned as our Downtown Development Authority gets engaged and really gets in the trenches to figure out. We've got some exceptional opportunities coming. We want to partner. We want to partner with all the resources in town, our college and career academies, because we think if you may be that person at home that's got a T-shirt business, or you may be selling cupcakes, and you may just have an idea, but we want to incubate and accelerate to where we can really grow some more businesses. So stay tuned. So be on the lookout for that, because more to come in the following months. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Manager. I want to say thank you to Commissioner Beeman for a job well done. Thank you for your words of encouragement. I appreciate you. I love you. And to all of you, our trailblazers, and to everybody in our school system, thank you all for everything that you do for our city. We appreciate you. We thank you for what you do. We couldn't do it without you, because you all are what helped make Rome the city that it is. And at this time, if you all, we'd love to have you to stay for the rest of our meeting, but we'll take a 2-minute, somebody said, a 2-minute recess, and we'll let you go home. But have a good night.
And Trailblazers, you can pick up your posters downstairs. There's a gift from us to you. So take your posters.
Thank you.
Not my easels, but the posters.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon, for being here.
Thank you.
I know you without me.
She loves to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. She loves to.
That's how to do that. He said to come in, you don't know, Madam Mayor, I must finna do something. Well, I thought it was.
Commissioner Collins, you waiting on somebody? You ready?
No, we're good now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again, Commissioner Beaman. Now moving on to our resolutions, water and sewer service rate. Commissioner Bojo.
Yes, I don't know how much of this I need to read or if I just need to shoot from the hip. Well, I got it right here. So the resolution is by the Rome City Commission is hereby resolved by the authority of the same that the fee schedule book of the City of Rome, Georgia be revised to establish the following rates for water and sewer effective March 1st, 2022, which happens to be tomorrow. The rate schedule includes a 9% rate increase for water and sewer rates per unit in minimum charge. The automatic 9% increase shall apply each year effective January 1st for the following 3 years, 2023, 24, 25, followed by automatic 3% increases to be applied each year effective January 1st of 26 for the following 6 years ending December 31st, 2031. And I don't think it's necessary to go into all the rates. But anyway, Madam Mayor, this comes from Water and Sewer that in a nutshell to raise water and sewer rates by 9% effective March 1st.
Okay, is that coming in the form of a motion?
That comes as a form of a motion.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Madam Mayor, it's bad. I hate to second this motion to raise water rates here in the city of Rome. It's something that we must do, and I second the chairman's motion.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Okay, discussion? Okay, no discussion. Mr. Clerk, will you call the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner Cochran?
Yes.
Bojo?
Yes.
Beeman?
Yes.
Dawes?
Yes.
Quick?
Yes.
Askew?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Madam Mayor, I'm sorry, but we just wanted to make Mr. Kennebrew know that we heard him talking about Mr. Dixon and winning that championship. We need to congratulate the Cincinnati Bengals as well that you represent so well before you leave. So we'll give you a hand as well.
And if I could just say this to Larry, my brother played football at West Rome against you when you were at East Rome. So I saw you all through your high school years, run track and football. And a fella told me last week, he said, have you seen Larry Kennebrew? See, he's a little old bitty guy now. I said, he's shorter than you are. I said, that cannot be the same Larry Kennebrew.
Thank y'all very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you all for that recognition. Okay, going on to item B, rename a portion of West 8th Street to Sarah Wright Way. I'm going to call on Commissioner Cochran.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you. This is coming in the form of a motion from Public Works, and in short, it says, be it resolved by the Rome City Commission is hereby resolved authority the same, that the intention of the Rome City Commission is to change the name of a portion of the following street to Sarah Wright Way. A portion of West 8th Street running easterly from Avenue B to its terminus at the property of M. Wayne Robinson Builders, tax parcel ID number J13Y-471. And that comes in the motion as in the form of a motion from Public Works.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and second. Do we have any discussion?
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
If you didn't know Sarah Wright, she was a realtor here in Rome and actually sold my wife and I our first home. And gave us very good advice. So, super nice and a great realtor.
Thank you.
And a community person.
Any other discussion?
She is the Wright and Tolles Temple and Wright.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Okay, if nothing else, Mr. Clerk, you will call the roll.
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner Cochran,
Yes.
Bojo,
Yes.
Beeman,
Yes.
Dawes,
Yes.
Quick,
Yes.
Askew,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
McDaniel.
Yes.
Thank you. Item C, parking lot lease, Buffalo Wild Wings. Commissioner Bojo.
Yes, this resolution to consent to the assignment of the certain parking lease agreement dated April 1st, 2007 between the City of Rome and the Hamilton Ridge Apartments LLC, called a parking lot lease for a property fronting on Turner McCall Boulevard, being a portion of tax map number J13Y-531. Whereas the City of Rome, Georgia previously entered into the parking lot agreements referenced above, whereas Keepsake Storage LLC and Freedom Storage LLC, collectively called Keepsake, successor in interest to Hamilton Ridge Apartments LLC as tenant under the parking lot lease, desire to assign the parking lot lease to Ellsworth Plaza LLC, assignee and assignee's desire to assume the parking lot lease from Keepsake. And pretty much this is the lot where the new Buffalo Wild Wing is being renovated. And it's just pretty much changing from one tenant to another. And it's just something that we've done, as it says, since 2007. And pretty much just a matter of housekeeping. This comes in the form of a motion.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Do you have any discussion? If no discussion, Mr. Clerk, if you would call the roll, please.
Commissioner Cochran,
Yes.
Bojo,
Yes.
Beeman,
Yes.
Dawes,
Yes.
Quick,
Yes.
Askew,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
McDaniel.
Yes.
Thank you. We have nothing on first or second reading. We have nothing continued on first reading, but we do have a public hearing, and this is a request to rezone from community commercial to multifamily residential for the property located at 707 East 2nd Avenue, Floyd County, tax parcel J14F175. Okay, and Planning Commission, if you would, Mr. Wright.
Yes, ma'am. As you said, we do have one request for you tonight. This is a rezoning of 707 East 2nd Avenue. It's currently community commercial, and it is the site of the old AT&T building. The request is to go to multifamily residential, which is already touching it. I believe it's called Cherry Hill, which is behind it. This is the property outlined in red. This is the current zoning map. As I said, there's already multifamily behind it. We've had multiple people suggest different ideas for this property. I'm going to admit to you, most of the ideas have been terrible. They've ranged from storage units to used car lots. Not exactly something we need more of in downtown. This is a plat of the property as it currently sits. This is the proposed site plan. It does show 31 townhomes. One of the things we love about it is the ones facing 2nd Avenue are rear loaded in terms of their parking. That way, when you're driving down the road, you see front doors, you don't see a parking lot. It gives it much more of an urban downtown feel. It is a mix of one-car garages and single-car garages. That one might be a little easier to see. This is the site as it currently sits. This is provided by the applicant. Staff recommended approval on the condition that the ordinance amendment for allowing townhomes along along major streets was passed, which y'all have approved. This is one of the, I believe, 3 developments that can now possibly happen as a result of this. We see this as a wonderful thing. It's adding additional users to the existing infrastructure, which will hopefully keep costs down. And this comes with an approval from Planning Commission of 6-1. I will say the one that voted in opposition, he is a county representative. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll declare the public hearing open. At this time, do we have anyone here to speak in favor of? Okay, do we have anyone here to speak in opposition of? Okay, no one here to speak. Then I will close the public hearing and I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the rezoning.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions, any discussion? If not, Mr. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Cochran?
Yes.
Bojo?
Yes.
Beeman?
Yes.
Dawes?
Yes.
Quick?
Yes.
Askew?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, Mr. Clerk, you have anything?
No report.
Okay. Mr. Manager?
Madam Mayor, I have no report. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Attorney? Okay, thank you. Under my time, a couple things. First, I want to announce that we went into private time at the end of caucus. Commissioner Collins made the motion to go in, and it was seconded by Commissioner Dawes. We went into private time, and that we went in to discuss real estate matter and litigation, and there was no action taken. And then to come out of private time, Commissioner Quick made the motion, and it was seconded by Commissioner Bojo. Thank you. And also under my time, I want to lift up all the people around the world who are caught in the crosswinds of geopolitical turmoil right now. I'd just like for us to just keep them in our prayers right now. And thank you, and that's all I have. All right, Commissioner Cochran.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First under my time would be an action item, and I would like to make the motion to revise and edit real estate deeds involving the levee, the baseball fields, and the Shanklin Attaway properties, subject to attorney approval, and authorize Madam Mayor to execute appropriate deeds to accept property donations on behalf of the city.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? No discussion. Mr. Clerk, if you will, call the roll.
Commissioner Cochran?
Yes.
Bojo?
Yes.
Beeman?
Yes.
Dawes?
Yes.
Quick?
Yes.
Askew?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, the only other item under my time would be the Public Works, Traffic, and Transit Committee will meet Wednesday, March 9th at 10 o'clock a.m. in the CN King Room. That concludes my reports. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Bojo.
Yes, ma'am. Under redevelopment, the ARP proposed projects is one of the, everybody should have a list of those. And I think that's what we voted on a while back, and I'm not real sure anything has changed, except in redevelopment the other day we talked about the housing incentive disbursements, the $1 million that was set aside, and as of right now there have been 2 payments out of that $1 million. $13,600 went to the B3, and they are building those homes down on South Broad Street. The 2, do they call them tiny homes or small homes, or I think they're across from the South Broad Church down there. You what?
I think they're just homes.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're homes, but anyway, $13,600 went to them. And then Stevenson Realty received $25,600 of that money. And that is for some duplexes that are being built on Redmond Road. And leaves us with $960,800. And the redevelopment committee has, we decided to put a halt on any more disbursements until we can get back in and further identify ways to, for these allotments to be made. Because pretty much when these guys coming in here from out of town, and that's great that they're coming to build, but I'll give you an example that down Chulio Road, the builder down there, just by the sake of building, could take the rest of that money. The way the way that program was set up. Or if someone else comes in with a subdivision, they could take all the money. And so we're going to just back off probably till our next meeting, and we're going to look at some other ways of reallocating that $960,000. And I don't know, does that need to be voted on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I bring this to you in form of a motion that we cease the housing incentive disbursements as they are, and till we figure out what we're going to do with the remaining dollars.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Just to add to what the chairman just told you about on the redevelopment, I myself sat along with Commissioner Beeman on that committee, and it was some discussion from the director of community development that the incentives out of that $1 million in some form might still go on to help some of the builders that might build in the inner city where the infrastructure is in place, et cetera, might need help with their tap fees, et cetera, so that we can continue to put that out there that we need incentives for infill development for those houses.
Madam Mayor, if I could also say, we had a housing summit in 2019, and we heard from a lot of statewide developers and our Missy Kendrick, who leads the Rome, Florida Development Authority, that housing was one of the biggest obstacles that we have in bringing industry in. And so we put together a housing committee, and these incentives grew out of that committee. Since that time, the word got out that we wanted people to build here, and the floodgates have opened up, and we're to a point that we don't need to incentivize builders to be here. I agree with former Mayor Collins with some of the infill lots in some of the census tract areas. There may be still an opportunity to use some of this money, and I would support that.
I'm not going to say that we won't incentivize some of these builders that are coming in, but I will say that we're going to have to take a real hard, long look at how we're going to properly spend this money.
Just one other quick thing too. I think, Mr. Manning, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it is also a mention of adding the request for roofing on houses to be one of the things where we now are adding opportunity for paint people houses. Roofing, I think, is going to be another added feature that hopeful that the community development is going to get into.
I think it's part of the entitlement, some
Yes.
of the entitlement
Yeah.
programs, yes.
Yes.
We'll just have to take a hard look at where we're going from here.
I would just encourage the redevelopment committee to not count our chickens before they're hatched. I understand that everybody wants to come here, but until somebody puts a key into the door and opens it so they can walk into their new house or apartment,
I agree.
it's just, please keep a pulse on them.
Just one other thing I would add along those lines. as you heard Commissioner former Mayor McDaniel say about the fact the floodgates are open, well, I've asked the manager if we too begin to look at how we can protect our existing communities and assist them with it's what you seen an example of coming here at our last meeting, dealing with problems with developers next door to existing homes when it comes to their streets, curbs, and sidewalks, etc. So I know that Mr. Manager is keeping a close look on that situation and hoping that we can protect our existing communities and make sure they stay whole.
Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, Mr. Clerk, if we will call the roll.
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner Cochran,
Yes.
Bojo,
Yes.
Beeman,
Yes.
Doss,
Yes.
Quick,
Yes.
Askew,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
McDaniel.
Yes.
Thank you.
The only other thing I have is that the Water and Sewer Committee, scheduled to meet March 3rd, has been, I'm going to use the word postponed. Our next meeting is scheduled on April the 7th, and a lot of this has to do with the litigation that we talked about earlier and depositions and things of this nature. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Beeman.
Okay, with the Alcohol and Control Commission, that meeting was canceled last week, and then with the Historic Preservation Committee, I had to go to the new commissioners training last week, and which I thoroughly enjoyed. So Miss Brittany Griffin and I will get together to catch up because I do want to walk a mile in Mr. Bojo's shoes. So I definitely do not want to leave anything hanging or and to be able to highlight some of the things I think were incredible that he started. With the library board, there was a call meeting on February the 15th, and it was to discuss extending the hours of the operation of the Rome Floyd County Library on Fridays. The Floyd County Commission agreed to increase the funding also, which will begin January 2022. Director Cecil proposed to open the library on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. But this change will take place beginning May the 6th, 2022. Terry Dollar made a motion to accept these hours, and Jamie McCord seconded the motion, and the motion passed unanimously. So we will start opening the library beginning in May on Fridays.
Thank you.
All right. With Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful Commission, on February the 24th, the Pepperell High School FFA and the LMM Tree Service for a beautification and litter reduction project, and this was a huge success. I have to tell you that Hannah Bagley is a phenomenal woman. She has the spirit to encourage and to incite people to be able to go out and just to give just because. The students from the FFF class came for 30 to 45 minutes, ranging from 15 to 30 students in a total of 128 students. Teachers and the L&M Tree Service, which equals 135 volunteer hours for 135.5 volunteer hours. There was a tree service from 17 to 50 gallons. Through the service, there was 17 to 50 gallon bags of litter removed along with the scrap metals found, resulting in 200 pounds of litter. This was on Saturday. Saturday, we were on on Dean Street, and we took, 320 pounds was collected and taken to the landfill, and 17 bags of trash was just collected. When I tell you that we found everything that you could think of, when I tell you that there was so much graffiti that I didn't even realize that Public Works went out and cleaned it out, and you wouldn't even tell that they have gone back. When I tell you there were so many alcohol bottles, looked like just came out of the store, cigarettes, and I don't know who they were thinking it was coming. So many homeless socks and shoes and blankets, and there's a lot of homeless population that's living up under those bridges. But just when people were riding by, and I'm gonna tell you how the Barry Bonner students made me so proud just to see them and to be able to join them. I joined them on Saturday. These kids and these young adolescents, some of them don't even live here in Rome, but the spirit that they had to actually clean and make our neighborhoods beautiful was phenomenal. People were going by blowing the horns. Some was thinking, oh, those poor kids, what have they gotten themselves into? What have they done? Some people thought that they were actually, you know, when you say they had to come back and give back because they got in trouble, what do you call that?
Work detail.
Work detail. They thought they were work detail, but they still kept smiling, and they still wanted to give. And what really bothered me was how we were cleaning some of the stores, the parking lots of some of the stores, because it really reflected us. And I couldn't take it anymore. And I went into one of the stores and I asked the gentleman, I said, I know you're watching us, but the next time we clean, can you join us? And he said, yes, I would. I would love to. I didn't know it, but he was sitting there watching us pick the trash up, because even though it was on behind the sidewalks, it still reflected us. But the kids the young adolescents kept picking up. They kept going on. And I think we need to give them, the Barry Bonners, a proclamation, because I've never seen, they never stopped from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. They had the same attitude, the same motivation. And when I tell you, Hannah was right there, the biggest cheerleader, and she made me want to run and just keep grabbing bags. But it's good to see, if you ever see them out on the streets, throw your thumb up. Stop and say, thank you for what you do, because remember, they're visiting our fine city, and what they get from us is what they take back home. But I'm hoping they'll make Rome continue to be their home. But we owe them a phenomenal gratitude of service, so thank you for what they do.
Thank you. Well, that area right there is a very, very active corridor in our community. And Saturday morning, you made a dramatic difference, and it is greatly appreciated. So thank you for your work, and thank you for everything that Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful does.
Thank you. Sammy, you thank Hannah. She was awesome.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Commissioner Beaman. Okay, Commissioner Dawes.
Real quickly, under Landmarking Committee, we did meet recently, and we have made a lot of progress with selecting our plaques, and we're working on an application as we speak, and I'll have an update for the commission in the near future, and that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Dawes. Commissioner Quick.
Just a couple of meeting announcements. The DDA, Downtown Development Authority, will meet Thursday, March 10th, 8:30 a.m. in the Carnegie Training Room. And the Rome Floyd County Planning Commission will have an active meeting coming up Thursday, March 3rd, 2:30 p.m. in the Sam King Room. And that's all I have, Madam Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Askew.
I feel so inadequate when I say this. No report.
Thank you. Okay, Commissioner Collins.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. After hearing that freshman commissioner down there talk about Letta and the fine job she's doing along with Keep Floyd Beautiful, Rome Floyd Beautiful, make me want to go out and get me a bag this afternoon. That's a great job. I want to tell you the community development will meet Wednesday, March the 9th at 8:30 a.m. in the Conica Training Room. I need to thank our assistant to the city manager, Miss Kelly, and I see her sitting back there. I'd asked her to please go back and look at making changes to this old commissioner's committee assignments. I had experienced what we got off into some years back, where we was setting our committee assignments up every other month. And for me, being an old senior guy, I forgot a whole lot in between 30 days, and I wanted to see what the opportunity was for going back to the every month system. So one of the committees out of my 3 committees, I did ask the commissioners if they would help accommodate myself, and thank Commissioner Quick and Commissioner McDaniel with Community Development. We are back on our every 30-day meeting schedule, but also I will tell you that Ms. Kelly and the manager have made it when I looked at general administration, because I know that puts a strain on some commissioners to have to do that. It was the opportunity to use the fact that if in fact we ran into a situation, even if we met every 2 months, we could do a call meeting for the next meeting. And I thank for you for that as well, Ms. Kelly. I would tell you that on community development, we was fortunate here in Rome, in Florida, to be done with the presence of our Senator Asa, that came to town and blessed our transit department with about $14 to $15 million for some greatly needed funds that we need to extend our transit efforts. And that was done, and then the roundtable discussion lent itself the opportunity for a multitude of our citizens, as well as move the different people in the city that need to ask questions and see how they might continue to make our community even better. And he was able to not only answer those questions, but him and the staff took down our names and our questions, made notes, and made promises that he would get back with each and every one of us to help with making our city and the life in which we live here a little bit better. The one thing that stuck out to me coming from that senator was the fact that he was very attentive and wanted to make absolutely certain that he knew who he was talking to and who they represented. I think John over there did a great job with the story that he did on him in the newspaper as well. But again, it was the attention to detail in where he took time out and promised each and every one of us that he was going to get back with them, and gave us a card with his personal, not only email, but his cell phone on it, so that we could get in touch with him. And I'll end that conversation with the one thing that our Public Works Director and myself was on the same page with, and that was, we got all that money in the American Care Act having to do with our roads, bridges, etc. And we learned at GMA through some of the committee meetings that I had and some of others had up there that DOT is first time ever, of course, with the American Recovery money being there, was working with the same tools that they have been for quite some time for distributing these funds, which in turn was making it a long process to get the money down to where the rubber meets the road at. And I thought it, and I think our finance director, along with our director of public works, thought it was a great opportunity to ask him to look into how they might speed that process up. And I hope that that message gets carried down to our DOT department, and it will lend itself opportunity to speed things up for us getting the money to Rome City. With that being said, General Administration, it's a date coming forth, Ms. Kelly, as to when we'll meet, and the committee does not have anything at this point, do we, Mr. Clerk?
Yes, sir.
I conclude my report. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Collins. Commissioner McDaniel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Health Board will meet Thursday, March 10th at 12 p.m. at Floyd County Health Department. I attended the meeting of the Northwest Georgia Regional Commission. Nothing of substance. They're continuing the search for the replacement for Lloyd Frazier, who's retiring after 44 years. And I attended the Rome Floyd Parks and Recreation meeting, and we had a good discussion. they're doing their master plan, and we've had some discussion about areas of the city that don't seem to be served the way others do. And so it was a good conversation. I think it's something that we might have a discussion about at our retreat. And I think their fear is that we go off on our own path, and I don't know that that's necessary, but I think we need to be more at the table in terms of seeing how those dollars are spent. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. Nothing else? We stand adjourned. Have a good night.